All right. So as a man, should I get my money up before getting married? What do you think, babe?
If you're asking me that question, as a man, if you're going to get married, you have to be, I'm not saying you have to be a rich man, but you have to be okay enough to be able to take care of a family. Because it's not going to be just about you anymore. If you don't have enough money to be able to take care of yourself and the family, or even a budget and say, you know what, this is what our budget is going to be like, please don't get married. Please don't do that to the poor woman and the kids. Yeah.
So if I so that's kind of unfair because we met when we were in college, baby.
We met when we were in college, but we didn't get married.
And I was working at FedEx part time.
Yes, I was working at
I was
British
making
Airways part-time too.
I was making $300 per week.
Yes.
Right.
Baby.
I was working 4 times, 5 days a week, 20 hours a week.
That's because it was only you.
Right.
You didn't have any responsibilities.
Right. And
He was taking care of you.
You know, so it's kind of unfair when you say people have to get their money
This
weight
is not
up.
just men, no. Even women, because sometimes
I disagree.
you will have your husband. Okay, for example, you have a lot of money right now. We got married, and then shit happens.
Yeah, okay, that can happen.
I should be able to.
Oh
say,
wait. Not
babe,
that can happen. It happened to us.
It happens to a lot of people.
Okay, so what are we talking about here?
We have to say, I'm not just advising. The responsibility most of the time falls on the man, right?
Right.
But a woman is there for support, right?
Right.
A woman is there for support. She can help you. The problem with our men now is that you can loan them money and you never get the money back. Our grandmother have that story. Our mothers have the story. Our generation has that story. So, what are we talking about here?
So, you're still insisting that a man should get his money up before getting married. Now, to what extent?
I'm sorry, it's a man's world.
To what extent?
I know people they hate to hear this, but you can't want to be a leader in a relationship and not, meet up as a leader.
To what extent should you?
That's why I say budget, baby.
How much money should I have before I attempt to get
married?
For
me, personally.
How much? Two things. How much should I have? How much should I be making per year? For you personally.
For me,
if you were to be getting married now, in this time and age, right?
Okay, so I will say this: if you're making up to 100,000 a year,
right?
That's not bad. You can still
100,000. An average black man don't make more than $45,000 a year.
Okay, why is that average black man making $45,000 a year? Please, let us talk about it. Why? What kind of job does he have? Why is he making 45,000? Stop it! Don't come here and be telling me anything.
So first of all, we have audience that are watching from all over the world.
Okay.
Right. So when you say $100,000 a year, a person that lives in Lagos does not need that much. Okay, even if you live in Lekki.
Wait. We're talking
you don't
about
need $100,000.
We're talking about people who live here. We're not talking about Lekki people.
What's here? We're on YouTube. What's here?
In the United States, people who live in the United States. If you make 100,000 a year, you can take care of your wife and your family.
Right.
If you don't have ridiculous expenses.
Okay.
Right?
What if you make $50,000 a year? You can marry.
Baby. What do we pay? What do we pay as rent in this New Jersey? The cheapest rent in New Jersey. Let's talk about it.
$1,200.
For what? For a studio? $1,200 for 2 bedroom in New Jersey?
So $1,500.
You've got to be kidding me. Are you kidding me?
So why should you live in New Jersey? Just move to Texas. Right? We could just move to Texas.
That's what I'm saying. You have to have a budget. You have to have a budget. And it's what works for you and your woman. You guys can decide together. Right. I don't think a man has to be a millionaire to get married. I don't think a man has to have a whole lot of money. But a man has to feel, a woman has to feel secured.
Right.
So a man himself has to feel secured. You have to feel like a man. When a man doesn't have money, he doesn't feel like a man. Let's be real. But when a man is buoyant, it feels good because he knows.
Okay, don't help us out. We're asking the question. Yeah, it doesn't feel like a man. No, you say you don't feel like a man. We know that.
If you don't have money,
I'm asking you as a woman.
Yeah.
Don't worry about me.
Why did I marry you, even though you were working at FedEx?
Right, why?
I'm asking you.
Oh, why?
Yes.
Because I got game, babe. I bagged you. That was just my skill set.
And I agreed to marry you based on your FedEx income?
Okay, so now you're getting there. Now you're getting there slowly but surely.
Because with FedEx income, we'll probably be living in a studio.
Yeah. That's
with
true.
3 kids.
The truth of the matter is that at one point, the truth of the matter is that at one point, obviously, I ended up quitting FedEx because I did better for myself. And that's long before I proposed.
See, you're talking. Yeah. Now you're speaking my language.
But, the thing is that a lot of men, they misinterpret when you say, hey, make sure you can take care of yourself and a few other people before you marry. They misinterpret that. They think they have to now wait until then before they meet a young lady and start to build relationship.
No, they have to build themselves.
Right.
Basically, as a man, if you tell me you're like 40 years old.
Okay, let's say.
And you're making 45,000.
No.
I want to know why.
Let me ask you this. If I'm a young 24 years old man, which that's what I was, I'm making $300 per week. $300 multiplied by, that's about between $15,000 and $17,000 a year, right?
And you were paying rent too. You were living by yourself.
No, I was living with my brother.
You were living with your brother.
Yes.
Wait, so was your brother paying rent?
Of course.
Okay, so you guys were paying rent.
Right.
Obviously, $300.
Right. So we made it work, and we were living in the studio. We were students. We also had tuition reimbursements. We had ways that we supported ourselves to make things work. So if I was a young man like that, 24 years old, are you saying if I meet my wife and I'm convinced this is my wife, which I did, I should just say I haven't gotten my money weight up, let her go, I should not date? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying you should not date. You should
date. Is that okay that I had a girlfriend?
Yes, it's absolutely.
That I ended up becoming my wife?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
There's a reason why I still dated you in your FedEx uniform. Remember you used to come to my school with FedEx uniform on?
Yes.
I didn't have a problem
Not only
with
that, I came to your parents' living room to lie on the floor and hang out with you.
Because I had faith in you. I know you are going places.
So it looked like there was not just potential, because people misuse that. No. But it looks like this person has a direction in life. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Good.
You're not a lazy man. You're hardworking. You had ambitions, and you were working hard.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. It's different from someone just saying, no, I only make $300. Now I have to come up with $600 to pay the rent. That ain't my calling.
So it's very important. This is the point of the conversation. It's very important that we understand that money is not going to help you build a marriage. In fact, if you build all your money before you start to learn how to build relationship,
and you still have problem now.
You will just spend money on weddings, on a lavish wedding. That's all that's going to happen.
I actually know someone who did that.
Okay.
And it was just 1 year, and that's
you will end up in a shitty marriage that will end way too soon, or you'll be in a miserable marriage.
Right.
All right. That's what's going to happen. So money. It doesn't cost money to learn how to build relationships. In fact, all you need to do is be here every day when we're shooting or release video every other 2 days, right? And then also, when you listen to me, it becomes just theory, because that's just my experience. You need to have your own experience.
All right.
You're not going to learn anything about relationship outside of relationships, and it doesn't have to be romantic. But romantic is another ball game, another engine, right? But learning how to relate with people, right? Relationship skills, learning how to listen actively to people without, and learning how to engage your power by way of doing that, right? And especially in a romantic relationship, right? That skill set and having experience in it, or at the very minimum, listen to people that have experience and not just people spewing theoretical rhetorics all over the place. I think that's the only thing that can help you.
And I think
if you have, sorry, let me finish this last point. If you have all the money in the world and you're a shitty relationship type of person, you will just multiply that.
Well, money is not going to get you a genuine, relationship.
Now, with that being said, what you said is accurate. That you have to be able to take care of yourself as a man, especially. Right. You have to be able to take care of yourself and a few other people before you engage in marriage, not before you start engaging in a relationship. Some people will say, "Oh, so you should engage without the purpose." No, we're saying relax. You're just human like the rest of us, right? You don't know tomorrow, right? If you meet a young lady and you
Enjoy
have
the
direction in life, it's okay to say, this is my wife. I see a future with this person, without holding yourself or holding a gun to your own head that you must have this amount of money. So there are nuances there, and there's no absolutes. Go ahead.
And I believe that if a girl likes you, and I've seen this happen over and over again, even some of them are even shitty people. If a girl really likes you,
Right.
she will help you.
Yes.
It doesn't matter if you have a penny.
Right.
It doesn't matter if you have $1 million. She will help you.
Right.
But again,
You shouldn't
for the
depend on
men,
that.
Don't depend
You shouldn't
on
depend
that.
on that,
You
yeah.
have to be sustainable. If you're not because a lot of men move around talking about she doesn't respect me. Okay, so what's going on here?
Right.
How did you lose that respect? These
Yeah.
are legit questions. That
It could
need
be
to
a function
answered.
of so many things. It could maybe not your fault. Maybe it's the fault of you not getting your money weight up. Yes, if you can't take care of yourself and you have to borrow, and then it's been 6 months and you don't have a job, she won't deliberately do it. She will lose respect for you. Not because she wants to. In fact, that's the last thing that she wants to do. By the way, that's where the camera is. Just if you're wondering. I know
No, I'm
easy
looking
to
at
look
you.
No, just in general. I'm just saying. in
Oh,
general.
okay.
Yeah. Because I just noticed I've been looking
If someone
here.
tells me that they're making 45,000 naira, $45,000
Dollars. In America.
in this America, the first thing I want to ask is, do you have papers? Because in my head,
Right.
okay, this is America. America is great. You can literally be whatever you want to be.
So it's up to you, basically.
It's really up to you. If you're not motivated, you won't make money. But if
So
you're
it's
motivated,
also, if you're
you
not
will make it.
motivated, you won't turn a typical woman up. Even if you turn her on, rather, you won't turn a typical woman on. Even if she's been married to you for years, she will get turned off, and she won't know why. She will just lose interest and attraction.
Exactly.
So yeah.